I'm Rachel from Yarn Over with Arthritis, and thanks for joining me today on my channel. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this granny square. You can use this square as a blanket. You can just continue to make a square and make it bigger for a blanket, or you can make individual squares to make a blanket. It's a great looking granny square and it is quite easy to make. I'm using 8 ply or double knit yarn, and I've got my 4mm crochet hook. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by making a slip knot and a magic circle. So chain 4. And then slip stitch into this first chain to make the circle. So we're going to chain 3, and this will count as 1 double crochet, and into our circle we'll make another 2 double crochets. And then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to make a cluster of 3 double crochets into our circle. And then we're going to chain 2 and make another cluster of 3 double crochets. And then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to make one more cluster of 3 double crochets. And then we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch into this first double crochet. So we should have 4 corners, or just tie it in the middle there. We should have 4 corners and 4 clusters of 3 double crochets. And next round we're going to slip stitch into this corner, and that'll just move our yarn to the middle, and we're going to chain 3, and the chain 3 will count as 1 double crochet, and we'll work another 2 double crochets into that corner. So now we're going to chain 2, and then in our first corner we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, all into the same corner. Move this out the way. then chain 2 and 3 double crochets. One more. So that's our first corner, and then we're going to chain 2, and then we'll do the same in the next corner. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And then chain 2, and then we'll do the same in our next corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And then we'll chain 2, and then we've just got to complete this corner, so it's 3 double crochets, chain 2 to complete the corner. So 3 double crochets, and then chain 2, and then we're going to slip stitch into our first double crochet. There we go. Now we're going to fasten off the cream colour and add on to the pink. So I've fastened off the cream. I'm going to join the pink into the corner here. And we're going to chain 3, and this will count as 1 double crochet. We're going to make 2 double crochets into the same corner. And then in our next gap we're going to work 1 double crochet. And then we're going to make a front post stitch. So yarn over twice, and then in this double crochet down the bottom here, we're going to put our hook through, pull through, so you've got 4 loops on your hook, then yarn over and pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the next 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. So there's your front post. Then we're going to make a double crochet into this same gap. Like so. And then we'll work the corner the same as we did in the last row, so 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So there's our first corner. So our next gap will work 1 double crochet, and then we'll do another front post stitch, so yarn over twice and through the double crochet down the bottom, yarn over, pull through, so you've got 4 loops, yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over through the next 2 loops, yarn over through the last 2 loops, and then we'll do 1 double crochet into that same gap, and then we'll move on to the next corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then in our next gap we'll make another front post, so 1 double crochet, and then a front post, then 1 double crochet, and then we'll do another corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then our next gap is the front post, so 1 double crochet, and then a front post, and then 1 double crochet into that gap. And then we'll just have to complete this corner, so it's 3 double crochets, chain 2. And then we'll slip stitch into the first double crochet we made. Our next round we're going to chain 3, and we're going to work 2 double crochets into this corner, and then into each gap on the sides we're going to work 3 double crochets. And then in the corner 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, And the next 2 gaps on down the side, we're going to make 3 double crochets in each gap. And then we'll complete the next 2 sides, so corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then 3 double crochets into each gap. So I've completed that round, and I'm going to fasten off the pink colour and join on my light purple. And I'm going to join the light purple in the same corner. And I'm going to chain 3, and that will count as 1 double crochet. And then I'll work 2 double crochets into this corner, and then our next round we're going to make 1 double crochet, and then we're going to make a front post stitch, and we're going to go into this double crochet below our last round. And then 1 double crochet into the same gap. And then into our next gap we'll do 1 double crochet, and then we'll do a front post, but we're going to do the front post around this front post below. So through the front post, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, next 2 loops, and the last 2 loops. And then 1 double crochet into that same gap, and then into our next gap we'll do 1 double crochet, and we'll do another front post stitch, and 1 double crochet into that same gap. So it's 1 double crochet, a front post, and 1 double crochet. And then we're at the corner, so we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So we've done that side, so we're going to repeat on the next 3 sides. So next gap is 1 double crochet, a post stitch, and 1 double crochet. And we're back to the corner. So I'm going to carry on finishing these last 2 corners and come back to you. So I've completed that round. Our next round we'll chain 3 and we'll make 2 double crochets in this corner. And then in every gap we're going to make 3 double crochets. Our next gap, 3 double crochets. And then our corners, the 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then each gap along the sides is 3 double crochets. So I'll continue with that and come back to you. So I've finished that round and I'm going to fasten off the yarn. And I'm going to add on my dark purple colour. And I'm going to chain 3 and I'm going to work 2 double crochets into this corner, in the next gap we'll do our 1 double crochet and then a post stitch, and we'll do it into the middle double crochet down the bottom, and then 1 double crochet into the same gap, and then we'll do the same into the next gap, and the post stitch will be around the below post stitch. And then 1 double crochet. So we'll just repeat that till we get to the corners, and then it's 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So I'll continue that and come back to you. So now I've completed that round, I'm going to finish here for my granny square. So I'll fasten off the yarn. Now if you wanted to make a bigger square, or you want to use this granny square to make a big blanket, you can just continue and then change colours, repeat the colours, and do the same 2 rows that we've just done. So that's my granny square. It was quite easy to make. I hope you found it easy to follow. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again. Thank you.